Hello everyone, welcome back to another windy day of fishing for me. Today I'm just making a quick pit stop at this Grand Calumet River to see if we can catch ourselves at least a smallmouth or a largie. But we'll see how it is. It's pretty windy. I've gone to different locations and it's just the wind is kind of crazy, but this one provides a little bit of a barrier. But we'll see how it goes. It's about 50 degrees, but it's just been cold and windy. If it wasn't for the wind, it wouldn't be that bad. We'll try here. It's been a pretty decent place in the past to fish. I've gotten some good sized smallies from here, but it's not always a guarantee. And with the wind, I know they say that the wind does not affect the fish, but it affects the fishermen, I want to say. So I'll give it a try, a couple casts here and then on that side, and then we'll see what we can do. A couple of bites there. Yep. See if I can get this guy out. Yep, it's coming. A little largie. There you go. Got the skunk off the board, and they didn't take too long. Honestly, I didn't even know I had them on. Nice little river largemouth. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be a smallmouth, but it was not. He was over there by the cover. It's a nice size. These guys are pretty powerful. The river smallies, I've noticed, have been pretty strong. We're gonna let this guy go and go from there. It's a nice little river largemouth. Like it. Very nice. Hopefully there's another. And the Hellgrammite seems to produce here almost every time. Almost. It's a bite. Got something. I think that's a smallie. Yep, that's a smallie. Very nice smallie. That's the reason why I keep going with the Hellgrammite, just because the Hellgrammite is just an amazing lure. Can't get this out. There we go. Lost my lure there, but that's all right. Nice little river smallie. Not bad at all. Take a picture of this guy. Grand Calumet River smallie. Very nice. Very, very nice. That's awesome. That's usually where they're at, in my experience. They've been in the current, and that's where I've caught most of them here. You throw it in the current and they come and they get it. Got some big old bluegills right there. Little one. This guy is a smallie as well. Small smallie. Good old Mr. Heldermite. He's a good size. I wish I had. He would eat my koi fish. I would take him if I had something to put him in. He's a real good size for that. I'm telling you, man, they're small, but they are aggressive. They just don't care about what's what. All right, let's try going over the under the bridge on the other side. See what happens. Get too close. There might be something on the edge over here, but I want to say you should be good here on this side. There's a little bit more access. There wasn't any at all last time. That just looks ideal. Maybe I'll be brave enough to cast in there. Alright, let's try this over here real fast. It looks like it's gonna be really hard next time to find my balance. I see a tail of a fish right here. I don't know if I can catch him. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna try with the Heldermite. See what that fish is. I have no clue what that could be. I see his tail, I just don't know what it could be. Oh, dude, this is my first. That's awesome. This is my first rock bass ever. I've never caught a rock bass before. That's really cool. Look at that. First rock bass I've ever caught. I think that's a rock bass. Does not seem like a bluegill, because it has a big old mouth. That's so cool. I'm gonna say that's a rock bass. That is awesome. Very cool. That's so cool. Let's see if we can do that again. That was kind of fun. They're like hiding in between all these logs. I wonder what that is over there. And I gotta be careful with my stuff here. I wonder if that's what that was. Let me see if we can get ourselves another fish here. second location here. This is where it all started for me with video making. So I'm actually pretty excited to be back here. It looks like there's enough water. Got my waders on. We'll see how it goes today. Hopefully we have some type of success. Man, it's been a long time since I've been here, but it's really windy. It's the only bad thing, so I might have to come back later some other time to see if we can have some success here. There were some signs that they were trying to get rid of it or something. I don't know, but I'm glad it's still here. The only thing about this lake is that it's extremely shallow. Very, very shallow for sure. And the jig has historically done very good for me here, as well as the hellgrammite. Right here in this area, usually there's lily pads growing. I don't see anything actually. I don't even see the little things sticking up. We'll see if there's any fish in this area over here. But I'm gonna try to wade the entire edge of this spot right here. Not. We'll see what happens. I'm probably gonna get my jig from the truck for my other rod. Park somewhere here.
Did you get anything?
I'm gonna go ahead and wade it in there.
Oh, what are you fishing for?
Bass. Yeah.
What are you using?
Hellgrammite or the jig.
I don't know what a buggermite is.
I'll show you. I'll show you what it is. He called it a buggermite. That's funny, because it is a bug. Take this jig from this one here, just because I've had success with the jig here in the past. Alright, this is a hellgrammite right here. This has been one of my favorite lures to catch.
Oh, like a hellgrammite.
Yeah, hellgrammite. Yeah.
And it's a buggrammite?
Yeah, no, it's a hellgrammite. That's what they call them, hellgrammite.
Okay.
Yep, these are fantastic, and they caught me a lot of fish. So this is like what I mainly.
Even largemouth.
Even largemouth. Yep.
I used to use those when I was younger for smallmouth.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Smallmouth love it too. Yeah.
You know where Pigeon River is?
Pigeon River?
Pigeon River Fish
No.
and Wildlife. You're from Indiana.
Yeah.
So you know there's like LaSalle, Willow Slough,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Kankakee, Jasper Pulaski. You go almost to Ohio, there's Pigeon River. My sister lives out there.
Okay.
One of my sisters. When I was a kid, we used to use a plastic or rubber hellgrammite in Pigeon River. That was the only place you could catch smallmouth. They didn't have them
Over here?
Yeah, yeah. In Lake Michigan, no one caught them back then. I don't
Yeah.
know. But the only place we could get them from was from herders. We had to order them through their catalog.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I remember that being a big deal.
Yeah. No, now you can catch them pretty much anywhere. You got Grand Calumet River. I just actually came from right now. I caught a decent sized one there. So
when you fish the Grand Cal, you fishing by Klein Avenue?
yeah, yeah. Like further down to you know where the airport's at in Gary?
Yeah.
Right behind the airport on Airport Road. There's like a little piece where you can get down and fish there.
By the bridge? By the toll road?
Yeah.
You park so
But you're on Airport Road right after the airport.
right at that light.
Correct. Yeah, I just get off on, because you know that big lake that's right, well, it's not very big, but it's deep. right off Airport Road. It's like they dug the place out, and they got smallmouth in there as well.
That was part of the Gary sewer system.
That
lake, I think that was their overflow or something, I think.
Okay.
Because the Gary wastewater is pretty close over there.
Yeah,
also.
that one is like crystal clear water though. It looks like
Well, I don't think they've used it for a long time, so maybe it's settled.
It's super clear. Yeah.
Cool.
They.
I don't think there's any smallmouth in here.
No, I've never caught a smallmouth here. It's a bit of the largemouth. My brother caught a pike.
Yeah.
Perch, bluegill. That's. I have not seen crappie yet.
Oh,
but if there's crappie in there, that's great.
Bullhead.
Yeah, bullhead I have seen.
Carp.
Yeah, carp. Yeah, they got some big old carp in there.
Used to be rock bats. I don't know if there are anymore.
Oh, okay.
Used to be.
Is this your truck here?
No, that's my truck there.
What's with the sign that says Save Lake George? I was curious about that.
Okay. So before the golf course, that was Bearstone, and it was a slag facility.
Okay.
They get slag from the steel mills, crush it, and then sell it. Then there was George Lake, and then that causeway was part of that Standard Oil / Amico Oil research.
Okay.
And they would drive their cars up and down there testing gas and oil, etc. And then there was the north side. Well, then Amico moved their research facility to Naperville.
Okay.
Then they had all this property.
So the lake was their property? Okay.
The woods, but not the golf course.
Not the golf course, yeah.
And then they gave the property to Calumet College. Calumet College was in East Chicago.
Yeah.
They came here, now all of a sudden they got these, there were a lot more buildings there that got knocked down. They had all these buildings and they had no money. Then they said, well, we need money.
Yeah, yeah.
So they proposed that they were going to sand mine this lake.
Sand mine?
Sand mine.
Okay.
So underneath all that mud is a lot of sand.
Yeah, because there's like this much of mud.
But underneath there,
it's all sand?
Yeah. And they were going to sand mine it for 20 to 30 years. You know, like a quarry?
Yeah, yeah.
So there was going to be this big open pit on both sides that they would sand mine.
So
So everybody that lived here that had any sense that, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice
One,
little lake.
We'll lose the lake.
Yeah.
And two, you're going to drop the water level.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's going to happen to our foundations. And we like the lake. But the thing that topped it off was they said, and when we're done, we're going to use it as a landfill.
Oh, no.
It's like,
absolutely not,
Are you people
Nah, beautiful area here for that. That's insane.
So all the citizens got together and formed an organization, and it lasted years.
Yeah.
And they actually got our congressman now is Mervan. Well, his father was a senator in Indianapolis, and they got him on board.
Okay.
And they wrote a law that said you cannot do this, this, and this within 100 yards of a house. You can't come here and say, well, I own it.
Yeah.
I'm going to destroy your property. So they passed the law that you can't do that. So then the college was kind of strapped with, okay, what are we going to do? They sold the property to the city.
Ah, okay. So now this is all city.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Yeah.
I was kind of worried because when I was driving around, I haven't been here in a year. I'm like, I kept seeing the sign, Save Lake George. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen to it?
So his mother was involved, so that's why he's got the sign kind of reminiscent.
Yeah.
My mom, I think, was treasurer.
Okay.
The lady over there, her and her husband were president. Everybody
got involved, yeah.
Deceased.
That's good.
But now, I don't know if you're from Hammond or not.
I'm from Hammond.
And I don't know if you like McDermott or not. Well, so he built that fire station there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, that was the Lake County Children's Environmental Center.
It was, yeah. I remember I took my son there to look at the trout, little fish, and the garbage and all that they would collect. Yeah. The Port Authority owned that building. The Port Authority kicked them out.
because I talked to the lady. She said we didn't want to leave.
Yeah, yeah.
They got kicked out. He tore the building down, and that's where he built his fire station. I said, well, that's great.
Yeah.
The kids really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it was small, but it was very educational when it came to that stuff.
So we're trying to get a variety.
I gotcha.
All right, hey.
Oh, you're good. I appreciate you. Thank you. That is very interesting information, but more of the story is that they're gonna keep Lake George, and that to me is amazing. I was kind of worried that they were gonna get rid of this lake, but that's good to hear. It's good to hear that they're gonna keep it. But that's a lot of good information. I'm glad I was able to talk to them, and I was very curious about saving, but I didn't know they were gonna sand mine it. I had never heard of that before, actually. So, because there is a lot of sand. We do have a lot of sand. Even in my house, if you dig deep enough, there's a bunch of sand. I always try this spot. I never catch anything, but it just always looks fishy. So we'll see. See if we can try something here. Humongous carp. Big old carp. That's probably what's been jumping. That was a huge carp. Let's try to see if we can get through this vegetation here. This area always looked good, and I remember I missed. There you go. That's a good one, guys. That is a good bass right there. That is a phenomenal bass. Oh, come on, come on. Yep. 15 pounds. That is a phenomenal bass. Please don't break off. Please don't break off. Wow. Look at the size of this one. Here in Lake George. Thank you, God. Oh my word. Look at that. That is a nice Lake George largemouth. Wow. Let's try to get close over here, and just so we can be closer to the water. But this is why I keep coming to Lake George. This feels like 2 pounds, and we're gonna weigh him really fast as well. But this is pretty decent. Man, I honestly thought big fish were gonna be gone here anymore. Zero that out. Am I right? 2.51. 2.51. Fantastic. Very nice. Wow. Definitely have to take a picture of this guy right here. 2.5 pound largemouth, Lake George, Hammond, Indiana. What a beauty. Man, thank you, God. That was amazing, guys. Honestly, I was hopeful I was gonna catch a fish, And this is my first time I catch one off here. But man, that was a good size. I can't believe I was able to get him over. That was a really good size. This is Lake George's largemouth. 2.5 pounds is an amazing size for a largemouth. All within these weeds right here. Wow. Thank you, God. Man, what a blessing. That was awesome. That was awesome. Jig, man. Jig does it right here in Lake George. You want to try to catch something? Give the jig a try. There we go. Got him out. Very nice. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lake George. I was again worried that I was not going to be able to catch anything here in Lake George. And if I was going to catch something, it was going to be something kind of small. But man, that was such a nice surprise. I've never caught anything from this area. It always looks fishy, and today we were able to do it, which was really cool. Now we're going to go to the spots where we do catch fish and probably not catch one. Which is fine. But that one fish here, that was amazing. Alright guys, back to this area where it's notoriously difficult for me to catch any fish. I can't believe it. They keep expanding this. I wonder if they're gonna expand the entire thing. Because it was like all the way over there. Now it's all the way over here. This is where I normally would put my boat. But I can't believe it. It's pretty crazy. I try to fish this little channel to see if there's anything hiding there. But I can't believe how different things are looking here. This is where I just can't believe what they did here. It's insane. Keep expanding. It was up to over there. Now it's all the way over here. So I wonder what they're doing. I'm really curious. This looks like it would be a good place for fish to be hiding. It's like a little channel here. We'll try it real fast. We're gonna see if we can catch something here. It's against the wind, which is only a bad thing. And it's really windy. I see somebody over there fishing. There's usually one hiding underneath this rock. It's kind of wavy, you can't really see. But not today, it seems like. Yeah, I don't want to bring my truck through here. It's full of mud. But there's somebody over here fishing. Further down that way. A lot of tires being dumped over here. I don't get it. I don't get why they would mess up a nice area like this. Got something here. Little fish. Little largie. Happy with that. Okay. Did not get skunked from this one right here. Very nice. Funny, it felt like I got stuck, but I was still a little farther out, so I'm like, huh, that's kind of weird. So let me see if maybe moving it, getting me some more results. I wish I can go a little further up to cast that way, but I don't think I can. Let it drop and then reel. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it for today. Went around a few different spots, was successful in the majority of them, and yeah, it's been a good day of fishing for me. But I just want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Please consider liking and subscribing, and I will catch you guys in the next video.